Again, welcome to our next tutorial. Our tutorial this time is about the interface. It is our tutorial 2 in the line of tutorials. In this case, we'll be looking at basically how the interface looks like and helps you to navigate from one point to the other. To log into the system, an administrator will have to add you as a user, and you'll be provided a link, and the link will link you to this page. In my case, I'm using my localhost version, but in your case, it could be a similar URL like this one. Under this section, you'll have the logo of the school. I'll be using this to demonstrate Cambridge schools. And here, you also have the name of the schools. Here you'll have a login form and you're required to enter your username and your password. Then you'll click on login to log in. But before login, you need to note that the form is actually protected by Google reCAPTCHA. For my case, I'll log in as Mathenge, and once I log in, I'll be redirected to a corresponding page depending on my user group. And to the top right, we have me, my picture, my name, and the lights to which I'm embedded in the system. So with Mathenge, I'm able to do animations, do accountant work, administrator lights. I'm also an examination officer, and I'm also a librarian. So since I'm a librarian, I can see some modules here regarding the library. If you don't see any module, just note that that right has not been assigned to you. Next to the username is the system notifications, and this will basically show you the things that need your input. Like in this case, some students have not been mapped into a level and the corresponding consequences. Again, here we have the name of the school, and we also have a link that we have 3 bars that turns on and off the menu to the left side and converts it to either a shrinking or non-shrink version, or what we call a collapsed mode. Next, here we have the name of the school again. We have the dashboard module. We have actually been logged into the dashboard module, and here it will give me a dashboard, a summary of what I expect in this module. So in this case, it's modules. I have 55 students. If I go to the students module, we'll find a different module. I have a total of 66 students in the system. 55 are active, 27 are male, and 28 are females. Next to it, we have the main window of the actual logged in link. Like in the students, I'll be able to access all my students through this. This one is made via data tables. If you need to read more about data tables, you can go to datatables.net and you see how these modules there. They actually offer a user-friendly way to interact with data. So this is my data from this system. Here I can export that data to Excel, and I can open it to Excel in that case. Here I can also find all my data. We have a search button. I can search for somebody called Mark in that case, and I'll be able to find Mark. And once I find Mark, there are other details regarding to this which will cover more when we come to the student section. If I remove any of this, it does an automatic search of this. So if I need to move to page 2, to page 3, all that. Next to the left side, we have the main navigation where we have students, which is also linked to this section. We have under student and under student. So if you are looking for a menu here and you can see it here, you can easily find it to the main navigation. Some links will not automatically open in a new page. Like when I click on this, allow me to open in a new tab, it should open a new student page. But when I click on, for example, allow me to navigate to page 1, and then I'll click on that student and click on map student to class. this will open a pop-up. A pop-up is a simpler way rather than opening every time a new page for that particular case. So, and when I effect a change, there'll be a pop-up here. For example, I can add the students to that class 4A, and you'll see the status here. If I cross, it will load the student module there. At the bottom, we have a copyright notice, and we also have a page labeled this. We have only activated this because we are monitoring the time taken to load that page, and we are using what we call delayed loading. The interface loads, then the data follows, and data is loaded as per sequence. Like in this case, the data that has been loaded are only 10 records. There are 66 and 10. So when I click on 2, it will load 11 to 20 without necessarily keeping the entire data into the system. So that is basically about the interface and how you used to navigate to this. Where you are stranded, please always reach out to me at websource.tech, or any engineer on site, or any advisory technician from websource.tech. Okay, once more, thank you, and I appreciate you for listening to me. Thank you.